Hello everybody, Shooter Carnegie here. Roster reveal and the draft happening right here, right now. People to come in the chat. Hope everybody's having a great night. I am back. We'll give everybody a minute to come in here so everybody knows what's going on. Know that I'm alive and live all at once. Rob saying hi to himself. Everybody knows what time it is. The bell is tolling. It is time for Monstar Factory Wrestling Season 3. This is Shooter Carnegie, your GM owner. Gonna kick this off. Get things going here in a minute. Okay, I'm not even wearing a mask, seriously. I'm not even wearing a mask and all the crowd's already scared. Yeah, okay. Funny, guys. Haha. Real funny. Good one. We'll be kicking it off here soon. Just gonna get all my papers ready, get myself a drink, ready to go. How's it going, Rob? Can you hear me okay? Monster related. So you can hear me okay? That's good. Yeah, same old. Can you hear my music okay playing in the background? Do, 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 do. Can you hear the music, Rob? It is just about go time. I'm getting my notes ready here. Give me a second. Decided to do this last minute. There are the titles you're looking at. The titles I have created for Monstar Factory Wrestling. We'll be having 2 shows, 2 brands.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Can you hear clearly what this guy's saying, Rob?
The dead will walk the earth. When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. When there is no more room in hell,
The dead will walk the earth.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead.
Welcome to Monstar Factory Wrestling. It's alive. It's alive. I am back. Let's do this. Here are the titles that I have made. I had to give the old champion, because I got his contract. I didn't get all my contracts.
The dead will walk the earth. When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. When there is no more
Anyway, here's the titles. I had to give the title back to the old champion. I got his contract from the last company, thank God, but it wasn't the current champion, so I gave the belt back to the old champion. He'll have to defend it right away for it. So here we go. This is the heavyweight title. It's Drake Edwards. He is the Monstar Factory Wrestling champion that, like I said, I gave it back to an old champion. There's what. Well, Matt Outlaw, how's it going? Thanks for stopping on by. Just in time. I'm just showing off the belts first. There's the Tag Team Championship belt. And here's the MWF Medusa World Women's Championship belt. It's named Medusa for two reasons. Medusa, we all know who Medusa was, the wrestler, Alundra Blaze. And now I named it after her partially, and partially, you know, the monster Medusa with snake hair, since I'm a monster place, so that's what I decided to go with that. And here is the Backwoods Brawler Championship. It's sort of like a Extreme Rules sort of thing. It's gonna be fought outside at my nan's place, my nan's old house. It's gonna be fought in the ring with weapons. It's gonna be fought backstage. It's an unorthodox kind of title, so I got that going on. And now there'll be an 8-man tag team lynch mob championship. It's a lynch mob because there's a whole bunch of people surrounding the ring all at once, and only one team will win by elimination. The title, every time the title is up for grabs, you have to win and eliminate the rest of the team. So it's an 8-man tag team elimination title. On any other normal night on the show, if the title's not up and it's just for points, it won't be elimination. It'll be just whoever gets the first pinfall or submission. So that's how I'm working that belt, the 8-man tag belt. So let's get down to business. Let's do this. It is draft time. We have two brands. We have Monstar's Mayhem and we have Monstar's Lair. So let's see who's heading on over to Monstar's Mayhem. Let's do this. I'll give you, like I said, I'm working it a bit differently than other people. I got known wrestlers, past, present, future. I also have my Monstars, like you see Abbott up here on the screen. He's one of my Monstars. I made him myself. And then we also have you guys this year. So finally, third season, you guys are involved. How's it going, Matt? I hope you're having a good time, good day. So let's get down to business. Monstar's Mayhem. For all the known stars have selected Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole with 80 attributes. He will be a bad guy. That's the very first one. And up next on Monstar's Mayhem, we'll stay with the same brand so it doesn't get too confusing. I'll go through all the known stars that we have signed here, Monstar Factory Wrestling, and it's going to be all the guys less than 84. 84 and under, because I'm a low-time, small-time wrestling promoter, and that's all I would be able to afford. So that's how I'm working things here. Up next, Monstar Factory Wrestling is signed right there, boom, Tommaso Ciampa, 83, and he'll be representing the heel side, bad guy. Third pick for Monstar's Mayhem known stars is there he is, Christian. Monstar's Mayhem brand show has picked up Christian. Up next, drum roll, we have Ricochet with an 84. So that's the biggest number I could hire because, like I said, I'm a small-time wrestling promoter. I couldn't afford the second-tier stars, so I'm stuck at the third-tier stars right now. And there is Ricochet. Ricochet. Up next, we have these are all single wrestlers, by the way. Baron Corbin has been picked by Monstars Mayhem. 84 tribute, and he is a bad guy, a heel. After that, we have this gentleman, you might have heard of him. Mr. William Regal is the sixth pick for the known stars. He is also an 84. What a great wrestler. I really like this guy, all the stuff he's done in the past. We got to sign him here. I'm so happy to have him. Mr. William Regal. The 7th pick in Monsters Mayhem Draft is Neville with an 84 total attribute overall, and he's also a bad guy. And then I gotta pick a good guy up next for number 8 for Monsters Mayhem, and it is, you've heard of him if you watch NXT, up and comer, Cassius Ono. I had him, he was here last year. We got to re-sign him this year. And then up next, my guys, I've made the non-player characters, I will be calling them, the homegrown Monstars, non-player characters up next. But until then, let's switch on over to the other brand, Monstars Lair. The known stars that will be on Monstars Lair now, 84 and under. The number 1 pick, being on the babyface good guy side, is and by the way, I actually had another person do this with me, and we actually did a real draft. So this is real. If you see that, it usually doesn't cut out if I'm lucky. Only happened once in 3 seasons, so I hope this stays here. You might have to refresh, that's all. I have Aleister Black, 84 total overall, and he is a good guy. The 2nd pick for known stars for Monstars Lair is Lars Sullivan with an 80 overall attribute. The guys I can hire is anywhere from 78 attribute to 84 maximum. And I hired on Lars Sullivan. He was here last season before I got canceled. Here he is, Lars Sullivan. And he will be a bad guy, heel. And he'll also be managed by Zelina Vega. Just so you know. I'll go through all that in a bit. 3rd pick in the draft for Monsters Lair brand for known stars is Otis Dozovic. You know him from Heavy Machinery. He's single wrestler here in my company, representing Monsters Lair brand. Can't wait to see what he can do. He's in NXT right now currently for real. 4th pick is EC3 with an overall rating of 83. And he will be a heel. 5th pick for known stars for Monsters Lair is Jackson Riker, 84. He is in NXT currently. You might know him. I believe he was Gunner, I believe, in TNA. Gunner. Sixth pick representing the babyface side is Goldust. Goldie, he is here. I had him last year also. He's an 83 total overall. And Goldie, like I said, will be a babyface. We have another babyface up next for the seventh pick for the Monsters Lair brand. You might have heard of this guy. Marty Jannetty. Single wrestler here at Monstar Factory Wrestling for Monsters Lair. 83 total attribute. Marty Jannetty. Mr. Barbershop Window himself. And then last but not least, representing all the known guys, this is the last known guy for Monsters Lair and total announcements. I signed on the Velveteen Dream, 80 overall, and he will be representing the heel side. Velveteen Dream. So now we are going to head on back to Monsters Mayhem. And now we're going to go through the homegrown monsters. Like I said, my non-player characters. Non-player character time. Here we go. For the third season of Monstar Factory Wrestling and Monsters Mayhem, the first draft pick for homegrown monsters that I made is... He is back. I got to re-sign him and keep his contract. He's one of the few guys I got to keep on. The old TV guys, my old TV contract got a lot of the old contracts. I couldn't have a lot of my guys back, but he's back. Here he is. Midnight Trucker. Wyatt Tucker, the Midnight Trucker, is back. And he comes up with that cap. You might have seen it before. A red baseball cap with white writing, and he says he wants to make trucking great again. There he is. Midnight Tucker. With an 85 overall attribute. Since he was here last year and his attributes have won up. And he will be obviously a heel. Up next, we have... Oh, Rob's going to like this one. The second homegrown star that I made and have signed here at Monsters Mayhem brand is... You might have to refresh people out there. Just reminding everybody. The old school fool is back. Tomfoolery. With an 84 over attribute. Tomfoolery, the old school fool. The old school look, the old school moves. He's back for some more action. Got to re-sign him. So happy. And no longer is he in the Performance Center. Because there is no more Performance Center. So luckily I got to get a hold of him before the old TV company did. He is back. The old school fool. I love that guy. And then the guy that does the tramp stamp. Yeah, not tramp stamp, but that's what I used to call it because his finishing maneuver is the vamp stamp. See what I did there? Vamp, stamp, tramp stamp. Haha. Clever. But here he is. Current Monstar Factory Wrestling Champion. There he is, Drake Edwards, with an 86 overall. I believe 86 is the highest number I have here so far. I believe, I don't think there's anybody past 86 yet, but as the seasons go on and they get better, their attribute levels go up till they get around a. I'm not going to go over 97. I think a 97 attribute level will be high enough. But anyway, here he is, Drake Edwards, homegrown Monstar for Monsters Mayhem. And he will be a good guy this year, believe it or not. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. My bad. He's a bad guy. A heel. Still a heel. Drake Edwards. Yeah, he looks a lot more vicious and a lot more demonic than he did last season. Last season he looked a little more human. The fourth pick overall for homegrown Monstars for Monsters Mayhem is representing the babyface good guy team. He is back also. Eli Spike. Little different hair this year, but still one mean fighting machine. The apocalyptic nuclear survivor himself with an 86 total overall. Like I said, 86 I believe is the highest number. He's back. Eli Spike. Another babyface up next. He switched on over. Last season, this gentleman coming up next was a heel, but this season we have signed him on to represent the babyface side. Little different look. Changed up his look a little bit. King Jeremy the Wicked. There he is. He ruled his world. See if he can rule Monstar Factory Wrestling. King Jeremy the Wicked. Clearly I remember picking on the boy. There he is, King Jeremy the Wicked. King Jeremy the Wicked's one scary dude, that's for sure. But he is back here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. I'm glad I could sign him on. Lucky I got to keep his contract. He's pretty evil. One evil dude with attitude. Up next we have number 6 pick for Monsters Mayhem brand is the apocalyptic crime fighter himself. He is back and we are glad to have him back. He's a great hero, and this season he's a hero once again. The fans love him, I love him. He took his character from The Walking Dead. Here he is, Rick Grimes with an 85 overall, a cruiserweight. Great to have him back. Rick Grimes. This 7th pick for Monsters Mayhem brand is a new guy this year I've signed on, a new monster I've created. Sergeant Sullivan. You might know him as Cyrus Sullivan in other places, but here he is. Sergeant Sullivan, 84 overall total. Let's see what he can do for us. Can't wait. And then the 8th pick in the last Monstar, the last non-player character for Monsters Mayhem. The last pick, bad guy. Brand new here. Never seen him before. My scouts scouted him and found him, and I like this guy. He represents a lot what we do here. So here he is. The Night Scare. Like a nightmare, but a night scare. Here he is. 81 overall. Attribute level. Night Scare. I thought he suited what we did here at Monstar Factory Wrestling, so we signed him on. He's good to go. Whoa. Okay, Night Scare, calm down, buddy. Not a big deal. We signed you. Yeah, oh, okay. It's getting a little creepy now, dude. That was creepy. Oh, okay, keep it going. Up next, we have back on over to Monsters Lair brand to go through the homegrown Monstars, the non-player characters. Up first, we have, you remember him from last season, he was known as the Devil's Messenger. This year, he is known as Diablo's Messenger. He decided to go by Diablo's Messenger. 84 total overall. He's back. And he is a good guy. Babyface. Up next, we have a heel bad guy. Brand new. Sign him on. First season here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. Judas Prophet. We don't know too much about this dude, but he has quite the following, and he's known to attract a lot of people, and they surround him. He's like a magnet for that kind of thing with his mind games. There he is. Judas Prophet, 84 total overall. Up next, we have a babyface. You might know him from last year, known as the Horseman. This year, he has changed his name a bit, but he is back. Horseman Crane. And this season, he doesn't have the pumpkin head. He got rid of the pumpkin head. And here he is. Let's see, this year he is a good guy. Babyface, Horseman Crane, 82 overall. He's going to be back with his steel steed, his motorcycle, when he comes on out. He's famous for his Sleepy Hollow Slam. The guy who won my very one and only King of the Title tournament. He's back. The Russian American wrestling athlete. Known as Yuri Alpha, 84 total. He's back. Yuri is back. Then after that, you all know him. I love him. I had to sign him back, and he agreed to come on over and have some more fun with us. His second season, Zoltar the Great. And he is a bad guy once again. 83 total overall. He is a cruiserweight. The fortune teller machine come to life. He is back, Zoltar. And then the guy everybody gets a kick out of, the crowd loves him, the fans love him, the fans in the chat love him. He is a good guy once again this year. Lumber Sexual Stan is back. 86 total overall. Like I said, 86 is the highest number anybody's fighting. The known stars, the biggest guy I could sign was 84, but this is my homegrown guys. Lumber Sexual Stan's been around for seasons, so he's gotten better, so he is more than 84. He has an 86. But the known guys I can hire is tops at 84 for now. Until I get more butts in my seats, more subscriptions, hit that bell for notification, hit that thumbs up button for me. Show me some love in the chat. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up for this. I'm coming back. Encourage me to come back. Give me a reason to come back. Hit that thumbs up for me. Show me some support and love. And Lumber Sexual Stan will be wrestling for us once again. Rob, I heard you liked them. Up next, we have a heel. The crazy guy who lives in a one-room cabin, log cabin up in the woods. A little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs himself. His hero was sick people in the world, like the Unabomber and stuff. So that's what he pretended to be or is. I don't know what he is. All I know, he's a psycho. Here is Vincent Bates. He wanted to go by the Caw Bomber. The Creator Wrestler Bomber. Here he is. Vincent Bates. 83 overall. Former champion here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. Looking crazier and more cuckoo than ever. And then a new guy that I signed on this year, one of my Monstars. The created character is Creepshow. 83 total overall. And there, you're all caught up so far for Monsters Lair and Monsters Mayhem. For the single wrestlers, for homegrown Monstars and known stars signed. And if you missed it, go back and watch the replay. I'll fill you in on some of the management happening here and some of the managers. There's 2 managers representing Monsters Lair. Only 1 manager will be Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega has a family of 6 she's representing. And representing family 6 over on Monsters Mayhem. What a great former tag team champion. This guy is a legend. He has agreed to sign on Monstar Factory Wrestling as a manager for the first time ever. Beautiful Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton from the Midnight Express is now a manager here at Monstar Factory Wrestling for the Monsters Mayhem brand. He has 6 people he represents. A couple tag teams, a woman wrestler, and some singles. Same with Zelina. But Bobby's over at Mayhem and Zelina Vega is over at Monstar. And big news I'm dropping right here. The commissioner for the singles belts. The singles wrestlers. That means the Backwoods belt and the Monstar Factory Wrestling Heavyweight Championship belt is represented by the commissioner. You might know him. Woo! He's a 4 horseman. Arn Anderson has agreed to be my singles commissioner. And I'm trying to see who. Representing the women's division is a competitor here at Monstar Factory Wrestling for her first season. But she's agreed to come on as guest commentator every now and then. And she's also going to be a talent, a commentator, and representing the women's division commissioner. She is Molly Shamrock. Molly Shamrock will be doing those 3 jobs here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. She'll have her work cut out for her, that's for sure. And for the, let's see here, I'm going to find it. Sure, I'm telling you all the right information. The tag team commissioner, looking after all the tag teams for me, he was a 2-season coach at my Monsters Factory Lab Performance Center. Mr. Owen Hart, I have signed on. He wants to be called Mr. Hart, so from now on I got to call Owen Hart Mr. Hart since he has a big position here. He's the tag team commissioner. Mr. Owen Hart will be representing the tag teams. So those are my commissioners that I've signed on. There's some bombshells for you. Next up, we will be doing here. Let's see. Just trying to see what's best. Player characters. We might as well get right into it. Or I'll go do player characters. Monsters Mayhem brand. So for representing Mayhem. I might change the name of Mayhem. I'll see. I think I was thinking about it. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I gotta check my notes. I think D-Train ended up going with Mayhem. So I was gonna change it. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry. Mayhem, I gotta change. I'll change it right now. I'm confusing myself. Monsters Mayhem is known as... It's funny, I wrote this like 4 months ago, I had to figure it out, but then somebody else took the show name, so I don't want to be the same. Monsters Crypt. So anytime you heard me say Mayhem, folks, it is Monsters Crypt. My bad, sorry. Thought I changed it. So up next under Monsters Crypt for player characters. So let's get going. Who got drafted? You might know this guy. You might not. Real player character time for the first time ever at Monstar Factory Wrestling Season 3. Who do we have? Sorry, I'm just thinking about a game plan here. Things aren't working out for me. The Shmoo! There he is. Shmoo. Up here, 82. All the player characters, all the real people out there that created characters and want to be here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. Blaze McCoy, his boy, his shaven Sasquatch. Here he is, the Shmoo. All you guys that sign up will start off at an overall 82. Fair enough. There's the Shmoo. First drafted for Monsters Crypt. Up next, we have a guy in the chat. We have the guy in the chat. Here he is. Robert Matchett's character that he's playing this year. I helped create. Dr. Alan Charlatan. The Doc. Charlatan. Here he is, 82 overall. There he is, NWF. How's it going? There he is. You my boy, Blue. What's up? Hey, NWF, get going and make Rick Race so I can download him. I'll put him on my show. Robert Match's character, here he is, Dr. Alan Charlatan. Have real player characters this season, NWF, with known guys and the guys I made, so a mix of all three. That's what I'm doing. Up next for a player character. By the way, Shmoo will be represented, he'll be a bad guy. Dr. Charlatan is also a heel, a bad guy. Up next, we have a good guy. Mr. U-Taker, 82 overall. He signed up at Monstar Factory Wrestling. He is drafted for Monsters Crypt. This is all Monsters Crypt. Yeah, as soon as you do it, just let me know. I want to download them and put them up if you want to be part of this. I'd like you to. So there's the next pick, Mr. U-Taker. The fourth pick for player character is... Here, I'll give everybody a clue in the chat here. Let's see if you can guess who it's going to be with this sound alone, if I could find it. I bet you Matt might get this. Who would that be, Matt? The old chainsaw's firing up here. Here he is. Ghazi. 82 overall. Ghazi, put away that chainsaw. Come on. You are a heel on the show. And then up next, number number 5 pick for Monstar's Crypt with 82 overall is Jake Bagwell. Congratulations, Jake. You are part of Monstar's Crypt brand. Last but not least, the 6th pick for player character stars is for the last guy for Monstar's Crypt for player characters is the D-Train. Chugga chugga choo choo mofos. Here he is, 82 overall pick, the D-Train. So let's go on over to Monstar's Lair now and continue on with the player character picks. He's a good guy, a babyface in this one. There he is, Shifty, the drunken dragon clown. Shifty, 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 shifty. Everybody do the shifty dance. Here he is, 82 overall. Good guy, babyface, Shifty the clown. The 2nd pick for player character representing Monstar's Lair is, he will be playing a heel, go figure, natural heel, if I have to say so myself, Mr. Pete Wall, from Pillar to Post, RWO, Pete Wall. The 3rd pick is Shifty's real friend in real life. He sent me to him. Here he is. 3rd pick. Big Daddy Mitch. Big Daddy Mitch. Apparently wears the headphones because he's a Radio Rex fan. Don't judge him. But he is a real player character. Shifty's friend. Big Daddy Mitch. Give me a second, I just gotta do something in my notes quick. Give me a second. Change something quickly. Okie dokie, here we go, next pick. Next pick after Big Daddy Mitch is for real player characters. You might know this guy. Just a second. I don't know what's going. Wild Matt Outlaw. Here he is, 82 overall pick. He will be on Monstar's Lair. Congratulations going out there. In fact, are you going to play nice with people? If you're going to play nice, you can join up. And are you going to show up? That's another question I have. People have to actually show up here. If you can play, 2 conditions, fact, play nice and show up. You're more than welcome to be on here. You in? I need to know now. If you let me know now, I can, I'll just wait for you to respond. Am I putting up a schedule? No, I'm not. In Feck, are you here? Gotta speak up now or never. Or, not never, but I'll just continue till you say something. Yeah. Oh, well. Continue on here. After While Mad Outlaw is for the player characters, real player characters, you all know him and love him. He streams also. I don't know where the heck he is. 2Ju22, TJ Toad. No wonder I couldn't find him. He's under 2Ju. 2Ju22, here he is. TJ Toad, 82 overall. He's here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. Signed on as of last night. Yes, last night. It's that fresh. The ink is still drying. Minerva, thanks for stopping on by. It's fine. No big deal. You all might know him. He signed on last night. Mordrin Nightwalker, 82 overall. Like I said, if you're starting off as a player character here, you will be an 82 overall to start. Mordrin Nightwalker. That's the last pick until Feck gets back to me or doesn't get back to me. And that's it for now. Well, that's it for the male characters for singles. So we're heading on over to the next division. We're going to head on over to the tag team division, the Known Stars. The Known Stars are guys that obviously past, present, future that you really know. I put this tag team together and I'm going to call them the Heart Attacks. Their attributes overall together are 160. Let's see if we can find them. The Heart Attack Foundation. British Bulldog and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. The very first, and they will be representing the Monsters Lair brand show. The second Known Star tag team is American Alpha. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. American Alpha, 156 total together. The first team, the Heart Attack, Bulldog, and Jim the Anvil, are managed by Zelina Vega, and they're a bad tag team. This is a good tag team. They'll be representing the babyfaces, American Alpha. And representing the heels, once again, is, you know these guys. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, the B team, with a total of 166 combined. Too soon. Yeah. The heart attack thing too soon? Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's my life story. Everything's always too soon. Or too late, or... If I waited for a good time to do this, folks, I probably would never be on. Well, Showtime Vernon, considering I haven't seen you much on my show, like, at all, like, ever, I'm not being rude or being an a-hole. I'm just, this is what it is. This is the first I think you might have popped in a few times to say hi, but come to the show often and check in, and we'll see how it goes and see how you play with others, and you could be a part of it. We'll see. I don't have too many open slots, but it is a possibility. Anything's possible. How about that? If you can play nice with others and you show up here and you show up to the shows and contribute, and just like other shows, right? We'll see. How about that? That's fair enough, right? Up next we have representing Monsters Lair still. But we'll go to known stars on Monsters Crypt. I'll switch. We'll go back. So Monsters Crypt known stars are now the 3 tag teams I've signed that you know. 166 total overall, and they will be representing the babyface good guys side is the Revival, Dash and Dawson. Yeah. It's like Rumpelstiltskin, right? If you say the name right, you get some sort of reward. Hey, that's a good wrestler, Rumpelstiltskin. Up next, let's see. Representing Crypt is with 160 total overall, and they are a heel team. You might have heard of them before. The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, and both these men are 84 each total attribute. So they just squeaked under. They were on the tier 3 barely, the 84 to 78 attribute level. So I could hire them since I'm a low time level starting out wrestling promoter. I can't afford the big time stars, but these guys were good enough to get within my price range, so I hired them. There's the Bar. With 156 total. The Street Profits, Montez and Angelo. They're in NXT currently right now. Now we will be going back on over to Monsters Lair. Yeah, I'm a fair guy, man. I'm a straight shooter and I'm a fair guy. I don't put up with no BS. If you can come here and play nice, like I ask from everybody, it's nothing personal. If you can come to the show, show up, and play nice with everybody in the chat, I'll definitely consider you. Like, I'm fair. Everybody has a fair shot here. How's it going? UKWF, there he is, Mr. Almar Wolf. Go check him out. Great show there. How's it going? Okay, now we're going to my homegrown Monstars tag teams for Monsters Lair brand. We have, you might have heard of a tag team called Revival. Well, my homegrown guys are called Tent Revival. And they have a total of 166. He was known as the Savior on the left. He's changed his name. I don't remember off the cusp what it is. On the right was Brotherly Blackwell. He slightly changed his name. But they're back in action. Tent Revival. They never won any tag team gold yet, but they are back this year. How's it going, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for showing up. Everybody smash that thumbs up for me. Show me some support. Keeps me coming back. Oh, no problem. Anytime, Omar. Anytime. No biggie. So, Tent Revival, the Reverend, and the Savior. And a tag team coming back from last year. They are twins, but they look slightly different. Tent Revival, by the way, last year were a bad tag team. This year they're going to be representing the babyface side, the good tag team. Up next is another good tag team for Monster's Lair is Santiago Bandito Brothers, Alejandro and Carlos. So let's find that Santiago Bandito Brothers. There they are. They are twins, believe it or not. On the left you see Alejandro, on the right is Carlos. And then last but not least, the non-player characters, my Monstars from last season coming back. They are current tag team champions. Is my character in other companies, but I am Shooter Sean. I'm sorry, I'm Shooter Carnegie here. I'm not Shooter Sean Shamrock. I'm Shooter Carnegie, the promoter. So that's why their non-player characters here are Machete and Shamrock. Shamrock's in Shenanigans. Current tag team champions here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. Oh my God, Rob! You have issues, man. That's all I'm saying. The guy has issues. We're not playing nice with you, Minerva. So we're going to head on back over to Homegrown Monstars on the Crypt side now. Here we go. They are back, former tag team champions here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. The Made Men Associates. Ayo, don't mess with these guys. You're going to be sleeping with the fishes. Here they are. To the left is the Bodyguard. Sally Boy. To the right is the Boss Tony. They are back. Made Men Associates. They were known as the Italian Family last year. 166 total combined. 165 total. They are good guys again this year. Up next is a bad tag team, a heel tag team known as Axis Company. It's a brand new tag team. Two of my singles Monstars from last season have combined forces to make Axis Company. Two evil cruiserweights. Access Company right here. To the left is Suzuki Sakamoto, the great-great-grandson of the emperor that bombed Pearl Harbor. And he's proud of what his great-great-grandfather did. He makes me sick to my stomach. But the guy has talent, I'll give him that much. Suzuki Sakamoto to the left. To the right, representing Germany, the Red Baron. They have formed the Access Company. Boom. Here they are, brand new tag team. 165 total combined. Up next, we have a good tag team, a babyface tag team. Yes, I said good. Last year they represented the heel tag teams. This year they're mixing it up. They switched on over to represent the babyface side. Four-time former tag team champions here. Four-time. Can anybody take a guess who the four-time tag team champions are around here? They were known as the Freak Clowns last year. This year, they're known as the Rodeo Freak Clowns because that's where they're from. They're from they were former rodeo clowns, now professional wrestlers. The Freak Clowns. There's Abbott to the left. No, sorry, Thumper to the left, Abbott to the right. the Rodeo Freak Clowns, 4-time former tag team champions here, Monstar Factory Wrestling. These guys are no laughing matter, that's for sure. Tommy Dreamer in disguise. Oh, the last guy? Minerva, which one? The tag team before or this one? Tommy Dreamer in disguise. And then up next we have representing the heel tag team at 166 total. My Monstars, Homegrown Monsters, non-player characters here still. The last tag team. Is these guys are like 3-time tag team champs themselves. The Hollywood Blondes. Hollywood Blondes. Adrian to the left, Spencer Lee to the right. Adrian Andrews to the left, and Spencer Lee to the right. Known as the Hollywood Blondes. They are a bad tag team, heel tag team. 166. I have good guys and bad guys here, just to be different from other places. A lot of wrestling companies do the gray area thing, no good guy, bad guy, but I'm just mixing things up. What's left here? Just trying to see. Now we're getting on to the player characters tag teams. Since there's not too many real player characters on, I kind of mix things up a bit, but representing Monstars Lair brand. They're on Monstars Lair. Player characters. Ruthless Incorporated. Bill Haight and Almar Wolf have signed on. There's no stables here, but they will be known as Ruthless Incorporated as a tag team. And if you want to cheer for your stable mates on here, you can. You're just not part of an official stable, that's all. But here's Ruthless Incorporated. Haight and Wolf with 166 total. And, no, sorry, 164 total. Because 82 plus 82. And then a player character, somebody signed on. They want to be known as the Fallen Foundation. The Fallen Foundation. Bam Bam Bigelow to the left, with a real character known as Randy Allen. He's a young guy on the independent scene we scooped up. Randy Allen to the right. The Fallen Foundation. Here they are. Boom. Omar. Jeez. Oh, I thought you were talking about hate. But boom. Ouch. Bill. Yeah, Omar was just talking about Bill. So, Fallen Foundation, like, there's a known superstar mixed with a real player character. So here they are, Fallen Foundation. I didn't have enough real player characters, so I did what I could to do what I had to do. And that's that. So now I gotta head on back over to Monsters Crypt to get the real player characters tag team. The Mighty Tanks, Rhino, and you might know Adam Guerin. I figure since that was his cousin, or that's the story I heard, that's what it's supposed to be. They are the Mighty Tanks Adam, Garen, and Rhino are a tag team here. Monstar Factory Wrestling, the tag team division. Here they are. So you're either going to be in the singles division or tag team division. And if you're a player character for the guys, you're going to be part of the 8-man tag team Lynch Mob Elimination Tag Team Belts. So if you're either singles or tag, I'm going to be putting you into the 8-man tag team. And no, you can't make your own teams because it's too confusing. And so I put you together with teams best as I could. There are some player characters, some known guys, some non-player characters, my Monstars I've made. It's a mix of everything, but all real guys that are involved in this tag team or singles are also part of the 8-man tag team Lynch Mob Elimination Tag Team Belts. So there's that. Poor Adam. Get her, Adam. And then last but not least for player characters are 166 total. Oh, by the way, the Mighty Tanks, these guys are representing the heel team. So as a babyface team, we have the Rogue Runners. Another team I put with a real player character with a known star, the Rogue Runners. I'm just looking at other tag teams. Just give me a second. I just want to look. Oh, apparently I didn't put them together yet. Who knew? So anyway, the Rogue Runners are going to be Sir Dragon. You all know Sir Dragon. He'll be teamed up with Rusev. I thought that was kind of an odd pairing, so I went with it. I'm like, Rusev's an 84 or under that I could use, so. And they're good guys. I mean, Rusev a good guy with Sir Dragon. So that's that. I thought I made them as a tag team. I'm really confused right now. I guess I didn't save it. Anyway, that's that. And last but not least, that's for sure, women's division. We're on the home stretch here. Like I said, Molly Shamrock will be joining me, Shooter Carnegie, for commentating. She'll also be a competitor, but since she's also the women's division, Molly Shamrock is the women's division commissioner. She cannot use her ranking points to go for a title, but she can use her ranking points to be converted at the end of the season. Everybody's ranking points at the end of the season, 10% of them are converted over into points, pretty much with a maximum of you going up 3 attribute points in the end. That's how I do things. End of season, your attribute points go up based on your wins and losses. A win is 2 points. A loss, you go down 1 point. You lose a title or title shot, you get an additional -1. And then super cards is 6 for a win and 2 for a loss, something like that. I have it written down somewhere. But we'll worry about super cards later for points. But that's how my systems worked here. So let's say you have 10 ranking points minus for all your wins and losses at the end of the season. You got 10. So what's 10% of 10? 1. So you go up 1 attribute. That's how I do things easy enough. Tyler Black, how's it going? I haven't seen you for a while. How's it going, man? Nice to see you, dude. Holla. I'm going to take a drink. Give me a second. Cheers, everybody. To third season of Monstar Factory Wrestling. Cheers. I got a cold one cracked open. Okie dokie, let's do this. So we'll do Monstar's Crypt first. Known stars. I won't do the known stars. I'll do the homegrown Monstar stars. The girls I made. Non-player characters. First one up to bat here. Brittany Titan. Britt Titan is up. She is back. 80 overall. Attributes. Britt Titan. And then next, and she's a bad girl, heel. Up next is a babyface with an 81 total attribute. These are the people Minerva might face down the road. I'm not sure if she's on this brand or not, but maybe at a super card, I'm not sure. I can't spoil it either. Kung Fu Katie, there she is. 81. Next pick for Monstar's Crypt. Back this year is with an 83 total attribute and a good girl. She's back. I made her. Rihanna Ryder. That a girl. Get them all. Sick them. Get them. Kill them. Haha. You don't want to hurt them, do you, Minerva? Minerva, would you hurt Rihanna Ryder? Would you get her? Don't hurt her too much. Way to go. Thanks, Minerva. She's running away now. Thanks for that. Okay. You scared her. Okay. Calm down. Jeez. Up next, we have, last but not least, representing my non-player characters, homegrown Monstar is a bad girl heel known as I'm so slow at this game. I haven't played the new game much. Like doing this kind of stuff is going to take me forever setting up matches. Oh god. I'm dreading it. But here is Rainstorm. Haha. That's a good answer. Rainstorm. And now heading back on over to Monstar's Lair brand. For my homegrown known girls are former champ. She has won many a title. She kept the belt for so long. Last season. Basket Case Barbie. Basket Case Barbie won so many titles over and over and over and over. She held on to that belt almost like over half the season last year. 84 total. Basket Case Barbie. I think 2-time former champ. Women's division. Up next, representing the babyface, the good girl. 83 total is Liv Ing, dead girl. Here she is. Living dead girl. Back for some more action. Hasn't won a title yet. Bad girl. New this year. I thought it was kind of cool. She will be a bad girl. And it represents what I'm doing here. Frankie Stein. Here's Frankie Stein right here. Go figure. 81 total. Kind of hokey, but I dig the cheesy hokey. She's alive! It's alive! Frankie Stein. Oh, you weren't a fan of Basket Case Barbie? She was good though. I didn't like her, but I respected her. She kept that title for a long time. And then last but not least, for my homegrown girls, for Layer brand, non-player character, Marie Mambo, the Voodoo Priestess Queen. Here she is, Marie Mambo, 83 total. And now we will be doing the known stars, past, present, or future. Known star girls division, women's division. We will head on back over to Crypt brand. With an 82 total overall, and she is a babyface. I don't know, what did you say about Barbie? I don't have my iPad up, I only have my PS4 screen. What did Adam say about it, guys? I can't read anything like that. What was I saying? Known stars, Mercedes Martinez. Have you heard of her? You probably have. She was in that big tournament they just held for the women. Mercedes Martinez. Now you did it, Minerva. Way to go. Up next, we have representing Crypt. I like her. I like her a lot. I like her a lot. Here she is. Peyton Royce, 82 overall. Third pick for Crypt brand. Known star is, she is a heel. Might have heard of her. Shayna Baszler with an 81 total overall. Shayna Baszler has been signed for a season here. And then last but not least, 83 total overall is... I like this girl a lot too. She's awesome. Toni Storm. Toni Storm representing the Crypt side of things. Yeah, I didn't censor anybody. I have automatic censor. Maybe that did it. Sometimes it automatically censors. Oh. So representing Monsters Lair now, the known stars that I've signed. New this year, hasn't been on yet. Sarah Logan, 79 total overall. Sarah Logan. She just got the call up not too long ago to WWE. Currently in NXT. Oh, Sarah Logan is a heel, by the way. Up next, I made her a babyface in my company. She's in NXT currently. 80 overall is Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair with an 80. A heel, a bad girl up next. Y'all love to hate her. That's why I signed her. Easy heat. Everybody would like to beat her up. Here she is. Eva Marie, I signed her. 78, the lowest of the low. Like I said, I sign anywhere from known stars from a 78 to 84 since I'm a low time, small time wrestling promoter just starting out. I can only afford the 78s to the 84s. Low as I can get. Here it is. The bottom of the barrel, Eva Marie. And last but not least for the known stars, a babyface is, you might have seen her on the Mae Young Classic. Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, 80 total overall, bad girl. I think she made it to the finals. If I'm right or wrong, I'm not sure. Now we will head back on over to Monstar's Crypt, finishing it up here with the final real people, you guys, finally here for season 3. The last division here, the women's division. The last real player character is being announced. Monstar's Crypt, here we go. Up first we have Raven. Raves has been signed, 82 total overall. Like I said, if you're a player character and you start off here, you start off at 82. Stand in line, Almar. She's easy on the eyes, that's for sure. Raves. And then up next, second person signed here, player character, representing Monstar's Crypt is Mrs. U-Taker. Tiny Taker is here. Congratulations, Mrs. U. And she is, this next person is a real player character, but sad news for those that don't know. She will be playing a bad girl, hence her name. She passed on, but she used to be one of the first people, like my first season I did this. I'm on season 3. My first season when I didn't even have a microphone to commentate on, she'd always stop by and say hi, so there's Bad Jan. She signed here. She was always good to me. I really liked her. And last but not least, representing Monstar's Crypt, is the mighty Minerva. Boom. There she is. Signed on. Crypt brand show. Minerva, you might have heard of her. I'm not sure. Uh-oh. I'm trying to be good here. No comment. As a boss, I gotta sort of be good. Trying to. Anyway. It won't happen for long. So now we're heading over to the Monsters Lair. Player character stars, the real people that have signed on. Up next is Wrestling Mama. 82 total overall. Congratulations, Mama. What the heck? You didn't sign her to a show. Well, she's assigned. There you go. The second lady representing. Goddess of Pain, 82 total overall. Goddess of Pain. Mama will be representing the babyface, good girl side, and Goddess of Pain will be a heel, bad girl. I guess I should have told Minerva, by the way, you're a bad girl, go figure. Weird how that happened, eh? Minerva a heel. If you hear me giggling, it's giggling stupid at the comments. Okie dokie. Only 2 more picks and we're done the draft. Never Ending Legs. Shifty's daughter has signed on at Monstar Factory Wrestling, and she will be on Monsters Lair. And last but not least, Sean Shamrock's daughter, Mad Dog Molly Shamrock. She is also the women's commissioner. So like I said, since it's a conflict of interest, she cannot sign up. She will be wrestling as a competitor. She'll be women's commissioner, and she'll be a babyface she's representing, and she'll also be doing guest commentating here with me, the boss Shooter Carnegie, your GM owner here at Monstar Factory Wrestling. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all had some fun. I know I did. And that's my first ever draft. I'm not sure if from this point it'll probably be just trades, and I don't think I'll go through this whole process again if people stay on and see how it goes. But thank you for joining me. Hope you all had fun. I know I did. If you're not sure what show you're on and you signed on with me, go back and rewatch this. You'll see it all. Thanks, Omar. Hope you guys share this, like this, comment on it. Give me the middle finger, put a thumbs down. I don't really care. You showed up to watch it, so bad on you, I guess. But anyway, I guess I'm back. So we'll have a show before you know it, and I'll real life gets in the way for me sometimes. I'm doing the best I can, so I hope it's all going to work out and I'm on more often, and get this train on the tracks and let's get going, right? So this is Shooter Sean Shamrock, your GM owner, saying until next time, everybody, next time. Omar. It's alive! It's good to be back.
You may be leaving for now, but the nightmares will return. You may be leaving for now, but the nightmares will return.